Does this meet thy specifications, Jin? Let's still learn. You're happy to do? Yeah, for sure. Hmm. Okay. Before I save it and post it, is this what you would like, Jin? It does. A little fun with that. Well, thank you for the redeem. I honestly forgot. You know, with the quality settings this low in game, I'm probably getting like 900 FPS. Something like that. Why? Why you stop? Why you stop? Why you stop? Why doesn't I going to die?
Four, three, two,
I don't know. There it goes.
Good lord, Tyler! What the? I got it.
Oh man.
I'm crying. Good. Oh no! I think, yep, the game just crashed. So now I have a feeling the next attack is gonna hurt. Okay, let's hope I do this right this time. Whoosh! That was it? And you can't do you stole it without thinking about the whole little sunburn. Ah, little sunburn. Get it? Huh? Ah! Let's just get back to the buggy and do the next area. Assuming we can get out. Yeah, Terry, everything's alright? Where?
Taken.
LOL!
if you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all.
What is up? My peoples. Tell me about your lives. Tell me about your triumphs and your struggles. Tell me some good things, shit. It's been like 84 years since I've seen you last. And we're back with more 14 7.4 MSQ. So, Round 2. Cab. What is up, sir? So, we started things off with sending off Erinville and Alfinol and Alize on their respective adventures. And now we're trying to figure out more of Trial's past, which led us to trying to find more survivors on the ninth reflection specifically. And that led us to Treno, here where we are now. So at Treno, they were able to establish a dome very similar but less effective than the one at Alexandria. And so monsters and ghouls and the like come in, try and wreck the place, but all of these potatoes, because it's a place of solely potatoes, get together like Ewoks in Return of the Jedi and storm the enemy and poke them and stab them and slingshot them and magically burn them. And they probably have logs somewhere that they throw around if they need to. But yes, the taters, precious. What's taters? They go in, they wreck house, and now they're cleaning house. And our boy here, Lemuel, who I quite like so far, is like, yo, I've got this radar thing that tells me when the monsters are coming. Let me show you. It's like my Pokemans. Let me show you. And he presses the button. Button don't work. And so now he's terrified that his sister, who made the thing, is going to murder him. In which case, he's like, yo, can you come with me? She won't murder me if there's witnesses. And we also did the dungeon for this patch, and it had the reorchestrated Final Fantasy IX combat music, which legitimately unequivocally made my day. And here we are. Let us proceed, shall we? Cobb, how is your day proceeding, sir? You doing alright? Quest 5 of 9. At the moment, A&A should be waiting just past the park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind. Got a frozen za heated up, mining away. So, what kind of za? Cab. Whenever we meet an engineer from some distant land, I can't help but wish to introduce them to our friends of the Ironworks. Such a firestorm of questions there would be. The bull is sweating rather profusely. Breathe in, breathe out. Pepperoni, good. You're safe. For now.
Ah, our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here? Lummel, what did you do?
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker!
I beg your forgiveness! I'm on my knees and everything, see? And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. But you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
You got rid of them? Just like that?
So, the mine is safe for mining again? Hooray!
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, Shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
Retake those. Okay, so the dungeon was actually the mine. Didn't need 1,000 paladins, man. Alright, chat, be right back, like half a second. But it's definitely a sperm knot. That's what it is. Okay? Oh, out of my green screen. Like I said, half a second. They put in one mine. Oh, wait. They put one in mine of another pair of siblings we know, don't they? An actual moment. Fun fact for you, Cobb. I looked it up some time ago. And a moment is actually 90 seconds. Technically. The gasp. I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I'm Trial, and this is Kirotath. Accompanying Lamul is Brahatia, around technology enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. Feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I can handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst of times, I swear. That's foreshadowing, by the way. Take note of that. She's gonna be in some kind of danger and the paralysis is gonna flare up. Foreshadowing at its finest. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharge ether of slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier. But seeing as the rule has reins to break it yet again. Zaldibus. Back in my day, we didn't have paralysis. Let me put some thought into that. How's it going, Zaldibus? I do have this, though. Toss some of it straight, and you can suppress its ability to sense ether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city toward the more fertile ground. So we needn't fight them? We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or emit bursts that overload nearby systems. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to the thoroughfares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I'd hate for you to be injured while helping us. Understood. We want to split up again to cover more ground. Ready to go? appreciate the help. I'll be here working on the detector while you're away. Hoping the 18th by the latest. I'm hoping so as well, so that whenever we do the Christmas stream, we can actually explore engineering during the Christmas stream, because last year's Christmas stream was like the day of or the day after 4.0 went live. So we got to fly through the Pyro Gateway for the first time during the Christmas stream. So, back in my day, we didn't have paralysis. This is gonna be some random stuff, I'll tell you what. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. Back in my day, we didn't have anything like this so-called paralysis, if it even exists. We wouldn't have to worry about our legs or our spines or our arms or everything else in between not working. We would sit there and have walkamus. It'd be where you just couldn't stop walking. And it would reach the point where you would sit there and you would walk and you would walk and you would walk until you just passed out. But because you had walkamus, your body would sit there and just keep on walking while your brain and your consciousness and your soul just like left your body and stayed at the spot where you passed out. You know, how you think we got this song like, I walked 500 miles and I walked 500 more. Your boy had walkamus. Kids nowadays want to sit here and be like, oh, I don't want to get up and do anything, so I'm just say I got paralysis. I'm gonna go have a spinal cord injury. No! You have to sit there and just stay still. You had to sit there and not sit there. Because you couldn't sit there, because you had the walkamus. All it is, it's just kids these days want to be lazy. Sitting here, neuromuscular diseases that don't want to make their legs and their hands work. Now, they just need to get off their butts and go to work. And sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna have the government take care of me, and then I'm gonna say that I'm not allowed to get a job because the financial limitations of the system. Now, get the walkamus, not the paralysis. It doesn't exist. Alexa, stop. Computer clip that.
I clipped the thing.
That probably did not catch the whole rant, but it's okay. So, to be clear, chat, I'm not picking on people with spinal cord injuries or paralysis. I even threw myself in there because I have a neuromuscular disease. So don't get the panties in a wad. All of us, I hope that was everything you hoped and dreamed for. Though you scanned the area thoroughly, you see no lightning strikes. Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning strikes. I will say though, I think that was probably one of my better rants. Monka. Monka. Back in my day, we knew how to rant. Lightning sprites. Time to test your tossing arm has arrived. Got 4K tacos after this? You know, you should really save it for the Christmas stream, because that 1,000 tacos that it's costing you to buy them now is going to be 100 tacos for the Christmas stream. Also, I'm sitting here trying to think about how to rant about ranting. So, give me a moment, if you'd be so kind. Okay. You had no idea I would have to rant? I mean, that's what the description says. So... the rant thing came from the ideas back in the day. I used to just kind of rant naturally. And so it was like, you know, if I'm gonna rant, might as well have chat pay for it with channel points and give me an idea what to rant about. Because I am secretly an old man. You're back. Were there many sprites? Just a handful in your read then. Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. Or much obliged. Okay, we have any spell speed? No. So... could, I guess, go for this, even though it's skill speed? This gives me crit hit. Huh. Okay. How am I gonna rant about ranting? I mean, the Valley Girl one still exists, Scub. It's just the Chipmunk and the Droid one that don't exist anymore because I have to find an alternative for voice... Morph Vox. So... okay, I'm gonna go kinda meta. This rant is already meta. I'm probably gonna go meta in my meta. Yo dog, I heard you like meta. Not Facebook or the company Meta, just you get the idea. This one's gonna be bad. Alexa, Set a timer for 2 minutes. Back in my day, we actually knew how to rant. Yeah, you have to, it's an art form. You have to get unreasonably passionate about a particular topic, and then also become unreasonably convinced that your notion of what the topic is about is the only reasonable explanation for how the universe and life itself exists, and have all other ideas be anathema to the truth and goodness and piety to everything holy, and then come at it as if it's like gonna destroy the foundations of society. Kids these days think that all they need is just anger and angst and frustration. No, you have to have a purpose behind your indignation. They just want to sit here and be like, oh no, we can't go and get Starbucks for $5.99 anymore. We gotta sit here and get it for $15.99, which is probably not that far off from what it actually is. Now, you gotta sit here and have justifiable cause for your wrath and your frustration. You can't just sit here and be mildly displeased and think you can change the world with just inconvenience and indignation. No, you gotta have purpose, you gotta have drive, you gotta have power, you gotta be hungry, you must devour. Alexa, stop. Computer, clip that.
I clipped the thing.
Okay, so I don't know if that even turned out remotely okay. Also, Zoldamus, I'm gonna give you your tacos back. Merry Christmas. Okay. Quest 6 of 9. Nice. Probably thinking about being new to the city. If something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Do check on her. She started off in the direction of Town Hall. Think about making a joke about being AFK for it? I mean, could always go back in the stream. So there are several diminutive folk about, none appear to be drowned. Perhaps one of them spotted her passing through. Yo, look at that gloriously styled mustache and finely pointed goatee. Look at my lost their lad. What I can help with. Looking for a Malala friend of mine. Oh, my Lana. Seen quite a few of them today. Whether she's a friend of yours? I presume you mean Kyle? Had a grand old chat with her earlier. Not to mention, she saved my hide. I can't believe I missed the lightning strike till it was right on top of me. Thanks to her, I got out unscathed. Bit awkward striking up a conversation after that. And it'd been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass. Good at putting folks at ease. Like my Leia. Like Maya Leah. I quite enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off toward the canal. I had a touch of melancholy about her, though, and I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew it. But I knew that it was. Saying more wouldn't help, so I let her go. I reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. And I realized that was a terrible Irish accent. It was Irish, right? But we'll do our best. Hold. Hold. Can we talk to Trial while on the bench?
Were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear? The source and the ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been. I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, These people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, what would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
I mean, everyone else is the same height. I mean, I guess that helps. Well, thank you for listening. I'm a little less afraid to face the answer now, whatever it may be. When I find it, I hope you'll be there. We kept INA waiting for long enough. Let's hurry back. Okay, we're progressing through these last remaining quests pretty quick. We might be able to start the raid content as well. Trifling though it was, I feel that the work we've done has helped me gain a better understanding of China. Countless small actions taken by myriad people every day are what make a place what it is, after all. I'm glad you're both safe, back safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't get himself into too much trouble. Unless he stumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hune and the Eldite before the Milala came.
So, Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the storm surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Malala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
Alright, chat. Before we begin the next quest. Also, I think Cryle's gonna choose the source. But anyway, before we start the next quest, I need to be right back. I can feel my congestion trying to pick up. So, I'll go and take care of some medical stuff real quick. And I'll be right back. So, I'll run some ads. So folks don't get a pre-roll for the next hour. I'll be right back. At least on Twitch. So, be right back. Take him away. Wait. Who is it? Mother. I just destroyed a priceless heirloom for you because you were accused of stealing and selling a priceless heirloom. You know.
To me, warriors of light!
You just made this a solo game.
Yeah. Good luck.
That's even possible? I mean, apparently so.
I didn't even know you could land here.
And just jump.
I'm safe here. I could just wait it out.
Actually, you want to see?
No. Oh, this is a long fall.
Hey Siri, is that pizza and now you want tacos? Yeah. Yeah. Let the taco flow through you. Did I make the sacrifice at the altar? Yes. We killed the deer. And then we...
Trip.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Yeah. One more time for Mommy.
La 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 la.
Anybody in chat that you're not currently following and you enjoyed spending time with us today?
Right. Oh my god, please tell me he clipped you going off.
Well, no spoilers.
No, I meant about the whole...
Undead.
The whole
Get good,
mishmash
scrub.
of things you said.
The whole what?
The whole mishmash of things you were saying.
Oh, yeah. Right. That. 110. Yeah, no spoilers, please. Alright, here we go. Computer again. See what we're getting ourselves into. We enjoy her hut with fava beans and wait. And a nice Chianti. I made that weird. Indeed. Wait, 110. Really? Did that just happen? Like, did I just like just barely clip something? Okay. We're not taking it slow. We're not taking it slow. Nope, 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 nope.
Get good, scrub.
Computer, why? I wasn't even saying anything. Again. I'm afraid if you're telling me to. It's a banner that says previously on True Superstar. Yeah, that was actually an idea that I used for a little while, having the welcome screen be a previously on True Superstar set up, and nobody understood it, so I switched it to the welcome. People kept thinking that all the clips were me live, and I kept getting confused, and I didn't understand that. But it didn't help that much whenever I switched it to welcome starting soon. So the questions still kept happening, but they happened less. So I guess we take that. Alright. Chat, 7 of 9. Quest 7 of 9. Technically they were live. Just, yeah, not in that moment. Right. But they kept trying to, like, talk to me in the clip. Expecting me to respond and being like, why did the game change? Which blew my mind. Like, I don't get it. Even whenever I had it at the top left, saying like, this clip was clipped by so-and-so on this date. It was an interesting time. Okay, chat. Quest 7 of 9. If you understand Star Trek, you understood that reference. And you're secretly hoping you're secretly hoping two things. One, that the Borg doesn't come knocking on your door in the next few minutes. And that two, if it is the Borg, it's only one Borg, and it's a reclaimed Borg that looks like 7 of 9. So, which I don't think would hurt anyone's feelings. If we're being real. Which I probably shouldn't have said that. Anyway, moving on. Resistors are for circuit boards. I mean, they're futile. Yeah, there does come a point, Zoldimus. Oh wait, I need to talk to A&A. Grandmother used to tell us stories about the Milala homeland all the time. But it was the part where the ocean froze over that always fascinated me the most. When the vast open sea turned to ice. Imagine. Earlier, you said that your brother couldn't get into too much trouble if he was with Raha. How much trouble is that, precisely? One would think they ought to have returned by now. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see the two of you again so soon. I take it Miley's curiosity is sated. For the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria, as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seemed she knew of the relic long before we did, and wished to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? I should love to go straight away, but we are awaiting Raha's return. As we speak, Maya Lee herself is making her rounds through the city. We have time. I have in mind to re-establish diplomatic relations with Trena. But it goes without saying that there are logistical challenges, given our respective locations. The least of these is that any travel would require passage through Tyrol. To begin with, I shall have to consult with Gosen and the Vow of Resolve. If the Milala arrives in Treno immediately after fleeing the source, I can understand how its mayor might be privy to knowledge of the key, particularly when that mayor is a Milala herself. I wasn't certain if we should divulge any information concerning the key, but Alexandria's present location is difficult to explain without mentioning it. Fortunately, it turned out for the best. Alexandria, the kingdom past the mountains, the one that vanished. I'd wondered where you lot came from, but that wasn't my first guess, or my fifth for that matter. Would it have been your ninth? Low?
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say. Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters. The Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The Doom train? Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war? You know of it? I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front. In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since. The Doom train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
While destroying the Doom train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head-on. That's madness! If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counteroffensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save Yane, I'll do whatever it takes. Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Lummel.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
Remind me, Jed, Doom Train was not in Final Fantasy IX, was he? I think he was only in Final Fantasy VIII as a summon. Well, it's not in our nature to stand idle at a time like this. We should first consider how best to apply our individual skills. If anyone can stop a speeding weapon of war, it's Kireta. We must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that even as it barrels ahead, enthralled creatures continue to follow it, then the train may well gather additional minions as it draws near. There's no telling how many will charge Treno's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps Yustola and I ought to remain on guard here. I'm inclined to agree. Kireta, while you remove the head of this metal serpent, we will attend to the defense of the city. Among other things, we must do what we can to ensure the citizens get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed. Alright. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this one with trust. It's this when you barely had the chance to enjoy the city, but you really ought to leave before the Doom Train gets here. There's only so much we can do. Now, I've never played Final Fantasy VI, but my understanding is that there is a character that suplexes a train. Please tell me we get the opportunity to suplex a train. Could you imagine? Really could have gone without a Doom Train attack today. Right. The place we're headed is the Bentini Depot. Could really go off the rails on the crazy train. LOL! Although Treno has its own railway station, our assailants from earlier left it in need of significant repairs. Thus, we'll be taking a hover cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. Cargo's equipped with a portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my job. I guarantee our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to Bentini? Well, that's your problem. It certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Alright. Quest 8 of 9 incoming. Where we call home. Ready? Then our fearless operator will help you aboard. We make for Bentini with all haste. I was there in a flash. Do keep any limbs you're attached to and would like to remain attached to inside the vehicle. this is probably going to be a pretty cool cutscene.
This is it. You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train. I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it will plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that. Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
Hell on rails. Now accessible. Okay, I was expecting us to actually get on the train and meet up with Doom Train. Using our onboard systems, I should be able to monitor you from the locomotives. You'll be able to hear me. Okay. It's probably gonna take some time for me to actually get a group since this content just came out today. Yeah, it says 18 minutes of wait time. So, we'll be here for a minute. Which means it's probably gonna be something like 30 minutes of wait. That happens sometimes, which is why I like to do all-day streams. Partly why I like to do all-day streams for patch days. To wait for groups if I need to. So we can actually do the content. Could be 3, could be 30, could be an hour. So, what are we gonna do while we wait? Actually, I have yet to actually look at the patch notes. So, shall we skim the patch notes together? While we wait? Okay, let me pull it up. Back in my day, they didn't force you into groups for content. Actually, that's all they did back in the day. Solo MMO content is a fairly new thing within the past 10 years. Like, OG MMOs, it was all group content. Or at least, you know, like, the cool content was all group stuff. Unless you really wanted to get good at the game, or if it was Star Wars Galaxies. A lot of the good stuff was barred behind group content. Unknown Necromancer and EverQuest 1. I never actually played EverQuest 1. I played EverQuest 2 a bit. Back when it was still a subscription MMO. Okay, so this is the MSQ that we're on now. So this is going to be the last raid tier for this expansion, which we knew about. Or 8-man raid tier for this expansion. directly to the Phantom Village? What's the Phantom Village? That's new to me. Luckily, the quest from post-Dontra main scenario and Omega Beyond the Rift. Alpha and Omega may appear in the following fields and cities. So they're going to new places. We're gonna run into them in more spots. That's super wholesome and adorable. Let's see. New Game Plus. Alright. So, Arcadian stash and what's a crafting and gathering quest? Okay, okay. So, treasure map stuff adjustments. Oh, it's okay, hold on. We got a pot. There we go. Oh, that's not disturbing at all. Oh yeah, the BB lamp on the left. Oh, this song. Jake, they didn't give me time to eat food. Okay. Windpipe? Oh, great. Okay, so now we know what that does. The flat car is no longer flat.
Good luck!
Okay. Okay. Unlimited Express, so we're gonna be... Yep. So this fight is something. bunch of scared cars. Oh god! What just happened? I'm gonna use the AoE. Okay. Okay. Kinda? Oh, hi. This is just that meme, like, yo, I'm gonna go fight a train. Dang, train got hands. Oh no. No.
Jump on the next one!
That was close.
Thunder upon us!
Yeah, it suplexed us. No, wait. Oh, close. This is bad. Okay. No. What do you think I'm trying to do? scared. We almost got it. Oh, I just jumped into it. Nice! First try, too. Oh, I have to do that right. First try! Very good group.
Quack, 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 quack.
That was almost perfect, actually, Bobby. Computer clipped that.
I clipped the thing.
Very well done. Bobby. Did I say Bobby? Did I actually say Bobby? Dang it, Bobby! No, seriously, did I say Bobby?
Phew. No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime. But we did it! We stopped the Doom Train. Well, mostly you did. Before we can celebrate, though, we need to make sure Treno's secure. As I feared, stray beasts to the south. I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
Well, we go from that to a solo instance? And the solo instance is probably going to be harder than the actual trial. Have to believe that I and A will be safe with your comrades while we attend to matters elsewhere. I'll see to the wounded. You try not to join them, alright? Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Do it.
Do the thing, Big Ross.
Close enough. A short time earlier. Mount up.
No!
Hey, combined a group raids more than one fight, so technically that wasn't a raid.
Can you stand?
As far as this game is concerned.
Yeah, yes! Thank you so much. There were others being attacked over by the canal. Could you possibly...
Of course, I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall. I can't leave anyone behind. I won't.
The song has returned. Oh, Poggies! We're
Let's
playing
make
his.
sure the evacuation route is clear first.
We're playing his trial. And I've never actually played a Pictomancer. So. Okay, wait. Fires the following spells in succession. So, fire in red, arrow in green, water in blue. Fire 2 in red. So I'm guessing this one is the AoE, this one's the single target. Deals magic damage 3 times in succession to all nearby enemies. Okay, so this is an AoE. Potency and area of effect increase with each successive attack. And then this is a heal that we can use once every 20 seconds. So, let's try it. Alright, let's see if this is AoE. Okay, that's AoE. Okay. So obviously they've simplified the class for folks like myself that have never played it.
Done. Now to aid those people by the canal.
Okay. But yes, all of us. If I were you, I would be saving your tacos for Friday.
Help is on the way!
Wait, were we able to... Oh, we could just give them balloons. Thought we were gonna build a bridge. Yeah, you know.
There may be other stragglers.
Okay, that's one way to do it. I bet that still isn't nearly as potent on the actual class. So scared I couldn't even move. Silly. My wife and I will be making for town halls straight away. You have my word on that. Should determined to check on everyone. I won't complain, but do be careful.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no!
The battle has moored off. It's just a burning house.
First things first, the fire.
We can just, casually extinguish the fire.
Take a leaf out of Yishtola's book.
Nice. What sort of magic was that? I've never seen like Seem to like. Priority is yes. I'm gonna run away and we can talk about it later. Excuse me, put the fire out. I'll ever thank you. Now that we know it won't be spreading any further, we can all take shelter until this is all over.
A moment too soon. I hope that was the worst of it.
Somebody help!
A voice. Further out.
Jade. So you know we're gonna have to fight some kind of boss.
I'll take care of this. Make for shelter.
Again, probably should have saved the big AoE for this. Okay. Do this. Okay, that was actually a really good call. We took him most of the way out.
Many are there? Is that all of them? A behemoth!
You cut that rather close.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Ayane has finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
And hold the line we will, together.
Jed, hold. We go together. All right.
I can still fight. I can.
Don't tell me twice.
I have no doubt.
Did you notice me and wife Tola using the glossing at pretty much the same time?
Keep away from the clouds.
Unless it's Cloud Strife,
If I never see another storm,
we can hang around Cloud Strife, right?
nowhere is safe with so many of them. Some friendly winds, if you please.
Oh, nice.
It worked! How fortunate that bird made such an impression.
Okay. Of course, right after I use my
Eleven grows more volatile. Something is coming.
triple cast.
Ball lightning! Ishtola, Steen, lend me your strength!
Two of us will disperse these balls of lightning.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Just keep the lightning at bay a little longer! Take cover behind the spriggan!
Spriggan? Oh, that's Spriggan.
The tide is turning! Press the attack!
Oh yeah, there we go. First try.
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
Flatterer. What is it?
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, the Doom Train has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane's fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore. This calls for a celebration.
The Doom Train is gone for good.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them. Alila? Kryl, does the name Alila mean aught to you? My mother? Did you know her? I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else. Alila's story and that of the key are one and the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale. You have no cause to fret, I promise you. While Lummel forgot to give the order, bless him, there's work to be done ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
Without further delay, then.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Miaili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
So is that Kryle's grandma? She actually has living relatives? Which is only going to push her to stay here. But then Grandma's gonna be like, no, you gotta go back where people need you. Go back to the source. Exhaustion aside, Kryle sustained no injuries you need worry over. To thank Mayali, who knew Kryle's mother, I too am eager to hear the details. After that battle, I think we all require a moment. You'd better get some rest too, I mean it. While I would rather have not tumbled to the pavement in front of half the city, none worse for the wear. Thanks to you, Strilla. What of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Mayali. Alright, Jet. Quest 9 of 9. After I get some coffee and tea. Yeah, just give me a moment, Jet. Hey bro, get some coffee and tea real quick. So Chad, how do we feel about this, like, more personal version of the story going on? How's it going, Smurf? Good to see you in stream today, how are you? I'm skimming the patch notes for a moment. Looks like we have a new map for the Air Force One minigame in the Gold Saucer. That's fun. Awesome. Air Force 2? So you're saying it's, not as good as the first one? Also, looks like we got some new emotes. What I'm seeing is, like, holding a book. Sort of emote. It's gonna be fun. New character voices? If I'm reading this right? But it's tied to the Mahjong minigame. So it's gotta deal with something with that. I guess. Alright. Quest 9 of 9. I'm curious, isn't it? I want to know, more than anything. Yet part of me is still terrified. But having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. If everyone's feeling up to it, let's go and have our answers. I too would like answers. To a great many things. So we're probably gonna get the... You're about to see a bunch of cutscenes. Make sure you got enough time. Warning. Which we've got 2.5 hours. So we'll probably have enough time. Alright, new friends. You know my grandmother told us here. Both INA and I neglected to ask. I find myself feeling anxious on Kryle's behalf. Wait, so if this is Kryle's grandma, then Lemul and INA are her siblings. It's alright. I'm ready to hear it. Well, the key is to be the main topic of our conversation. There's no telling what else my Eileen might reveal. I had every confidence Lemul would be safe in your company, but it hardens me to see him unharmed nonetheless. How are you faring? I hope you've recovered from your brush with the Doom Train. Did I hear something about a behemoth?
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the Speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role. Even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came. Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was. Which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy. The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, they must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now. Here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power? For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
Would that we did. But Delilah took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you? A word of caution, Keeper of the Key. As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands, oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
What was that? What was the aura? With the... looks like a little stuffy. Yeah, mysterious aura. With potentially aura. Ah, get it? Get it? You see what I did there? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it has potential. Okay, so Trial does have living relatives. Which also means that her and Lemuel can't be romantically interested in each other. They're cousins. First cousins. And we're not living in Alabama. That was messed up. My apologies. Well, looks like she's just seeing the first ray of sunlight on a cloudy day. I'm glad she found that which she sought. Lemuel and Ayane have gone to some of the other Milala we've met from across the city. Can't believe I have living relatives here. They make it so simple. Maybe it's enough. Maybe it is enough to just be Trial. If the Milala's records were in Preservation's possession, I doubt they ever relinquished them. That knowledge must await us back in Alexandria.
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Doom Train. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Kryl. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words, and our people, will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart. For bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryl.
You too, Aunt Miaili.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin's sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
This game really knows how to do it to you, doesn't it? I keep forgetting that I need to come into this being ready to feel things. That was so good. But that hurted. Because even though Kryl says she'll be back, I think she knows that there's a distinct possibility that it just might not happen. And I think that the ant knows the same thing. That it's the first and very possibly the last time that they ever meet. So, man. But yes, Cobb, I think it was closure for everyone. Who knows with Squeenix? Yeah, with Squeenix, yes. But I mean, like, if we're talking, like, life, just life. Which this game does like to throw life at us. It's like, she really could just never see them again. And they both know it. Once we're back in Solution 9, I should like to relax with a hot cup of tea. What kind of tea, though? Wife Tola. If safe and reliable airship travel to China were possible, it would cut down on the length and danger of the journey. But we're still in the night. It hardly feels like it up here. What a wonder. It still feels a bit like I'm dreaming. But even should I awake, I'll remember it. I'll remember them. On a practical note, I'm more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, why don't we first make our way to a resolution? Gosen will be wondering about my absence. Heavens, yes. I apologize for keeping you from your duties for so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be part of your adventure. And Gosen will forgive me once I tell him of Trena. Also, can we talk about this cake staff here? Trying to have a serious moment, there's just this cake as a staff. Okay. So you realize, Chad, the next major patch is gonna be the last patch before 8.0. I mean, I know we're getting two. We're getting 7.5 and 7.55. If they keep with the you know, traditional lineup. But still, like, technically it's the last patch set before 8.0. So, like, we're gonna be finding out about whatever 8.0 is probably soon. Because don't they start talking about the next expansion somewhere around the 0.4 patches? Joseph hasn't won his regulator since his memory was restored. The experience must have affected him deeply. According to the people of China, there are yet other settlements in the night. We shall have to seek them out one day. We're back. Very Lord of the Rings ending there. Though we learned little about the Ascians, our sojourn was more than worthwhile. This explains much. I wondered why I had seen neither hide nor hair of Your Majesty these past days. May I ask where you've been? Yeah, it's quite a long story. However stalwart your companions, traversing the Mist Continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless. That I cannot deny, but it availed us much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. And as I did not, in fact, come to harm, all's well that ends well. Should you feel compelled to go on any other excursions in the future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand. Yes, of course. It was remiss of me. I apologize. The duty's call is most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, please do not hesitate to seek it. You're back. How did it go? Did you find the way down? Trina, I've heard the name. Incredible that it's sheltered in Malila all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical documents pertaining to it are stored in preservation's archives. They could be. Though our work isn't done yet, we've made progress on the decryption. I was on my way to the containment complex to review the data in the situ. In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like to review the information available. We'll contact you as soon as we've made some sense of it. I was expecting some kind of bombshell to drop on us. In the meantime, might I suggest that our Warrior of Light get a good night's sleep or two? You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next. Nah, I gotta go in a tournament. We haven't done the raid yet. In trial, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of Sporksies. Indeed. Computer.
What?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Well, I'm aware of the principles. I was needed elsewhere when the others were training the living afflicted. I shall have to ask you Stola to instruct me. 'Tis the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here in the source. There's nowhere I'd rather be. Are we gonna get a look at what Calyx is up to? Earlier in Treno. Or that Aura. Who is she?
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
Oh, my poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Halmarut!
Oh, dear me! Oh.
One need hardly be the warrior of light to notice you. You're far from subtle. As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Ascian? Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing. Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown. Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
Put me down.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon. If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again.
So you find that being in a stuffed animal is above the basement? Okay. He's probably terrifying in his actual form. He's probably some kind of transformer.
And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse.
Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you've failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
I had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no. There are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone's salvation.
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
No, it's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it? It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Whither blows fate's wandering will, for grey clouds presage winter's chill. So, dare I say winter is coming? Were it not for my ties to the source, I would not be able to treat those afflicted with lemon sickness, nor potentially aid my people in other ways as well, as I very much intend to do. There's still so many questions I wish to ask my ally about my parents, and even more I hope to learn about the rest of my family. Warm fare thee wells can ease the sting of partings, as we come to terms with an absence not soon forgotten. To those we hold dear, what they meant to us, and to wish them the best. We should seize that chance whenever we can. Game of Thrones collab? I mean, at this point, wouldn't be that far off. So, the Winterers, she said. And plus, okay, so we knew we were going to be dealing with Ascians again. But she can't be an unsundered Ascian. She has to be one of the lesser ones. So, reasonably speaking, she can't present us as much of a threat as Ibitselk or Elidibus directly. So, 2216. So, how it's gotta be something that she knows about. That like she maybe like knows about but can't control exactly, or knows about or has influence over but can't like fully manipulate without maybe Calyx. So I don't know. But if they try and assert that she is an unsundered Ascian, then they're gonna have some real explaining to do. Because, Ibitselk and Elidibus were pretty clear on the fact that they were the last ones. Okay, chat. I'm gonna be right back one more time so I can take care of some medical stuff. With the weather changing the way that it is, my chest is not cooperating. So, I'll be right back, give me a few minutes. Then we're gonna start the 8-man raid tier that came out with this patch as well. So, give me a few moments. Lord willing, I'll be back shortly. So if I don't see you shortly, Jesus loves you. I love you. Repent and believe in the gospel. Let me know if you ever have questions about that. Be happy to discuss. I'll be back shortly. Then we will do some proper rating. Why? I mean, I'll eat them if they're there. I mean, it's not anything I'm gonna go out and buy. I literally busted a cap. Sorry for the noise, y'all. I sneezed my circuit off. Oh yeah, I think I can level up. Hold on. Cancel. I can.
Get good, scrub.
Computer! Why? just opened the calculator. Yo, we got him! I totally didn't expect that to work. Body. Why the brain is simply not a computer, it should be. And a multitude of other interesting facts that will make your head spin. This edition also includes 2 new chapters about the development of the brain and how it affects your behavior in different stages of our lives. Now, we save. We'll do it again. We'll get one of them. Hopefully, actually one of them.
Good afternoon, Talos. Join us in congratulating Dr. Lorenzo Calvino, winner of the Employee Innovation Award this quarter.
So I'll just go ahead and say it the way that you always claim that I say it. I will maybe, possibly, if everything goes well, maybe there's a chance, possibly, sort of, maybe stream tomorrow. 90% chance. But no, more than the first game, like ridiculous numbers of hours.
Are there even witches in this?
There is.
Okay.
Wow.
Toilet zombie.
Oops, sorry.
Ow!
Maybe. I smell jambies. I can't smell anything else right now. Fun fact for you, Bobby. It's raining tacos. Come out of the sky. Tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. What did I just find? Great quote. Oh crap. That was like a jump spike. Focus on him. Yeah, shoot your deputy. I can't shoot you, and you're the sheriff, but you can shoot your deputy. Also, chat, always check your toilets. Always. Alright, Diana, I'm gonna do it one more time. Clip it for me. I have an idea that I can do later. Just clip it for me.
Copy that, Commander.
Move up the beach, Noble.
So it's all on one planet, or the game?
Yeah, we are on the planet Reach for the entire
that's
game.
why it's Halo Reach. That makes sense.
Yeah, we're on the planet Reach for the entire time. And I'm sure you've noticed, thus far, things keep going from bad to worse.
Yeah.
Like, things just do not get better.
Piercing
Works too.
This could be useful.
Some keen Gigafang. Oh, law already has something. Should. And for that.
New Dragon Ball Z movie.
Which one?
I have seen the one before when Frieza comes back.
Oh, the
Get good scrub.
When he becomes Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, and
This one's pretty good.
Yeah, he doesn't go.
Battle of Gods, I think, is the
Yeah,
name.
Battle of Gods is the one. Yeah, the one with where he went Super Saiyan God. Really? You suck! Suck! I just got hit out of the air, and I mean, it's Jing? Mommy! Ma! See, I could have swore that was Jing. Just trolling me again with his flippin'. I got no laughter out of that.
Looks like we can just drive in here.
I was expecting laughter.
Hostiles ahead!
No, not good. I'm dead! My computer is even ashamed. It didn't even tell me anything. I'm dead.
Get good scrub.
Shit! We did the thing!
Primogen key found.
Good! Good! I'm probably not gonna make it. Oh, okay. Did a thing. Okay, we got it.
Get good scrub.
I did!
Get good scrub.
Oh my goodness, computer, come on. I got good. They did good, Jet. Alright. It took me a little longer than I expected. My test was not cooperative, in the least. But, we yoinked it out. Things are much clear. You might be able to even hear it in the voice. Okay. Now, let's do the things, shall we? Feral fandom. Ah, Kirata. I was hoping you'd drop by. There's something I wanted to share with you before heavyweight matches begin. Come on in. So we're seeing that all the stuff with the raid storyline is kind of rigged. We're trying to unrig it, but the president of the company that runs these tournaments has Yana's sister held captive. It's like, yo, we're gonna keep rigging the things. The kittens are taken to their new home, in case you're wondering. Still, like until they miss Hector. Poor things. I asked Honey and the others to come as well. Before they arrive, let's have a quick refresher on the situation. Thank you. During your cruiserweight campaign, we managed to convince several fighters to retire from the ring. Not least of all, Ristara, who was already afflicted with psychokinesis. Psychonecrosis, sorry. There was one who couldn't be persuaded though, the brute Bomber. I myself developed symptoms of psychonecrosis after Yutra ambushed us. Got a little carried away, using a feral soul to stop her. There was a glimmer of hope when the Uni discovered the existence of a cure, but it was dashed when the president took her and Yutra hostage. He wouldn't allow us to deviate from his script. But in an unexpected turn, the president himself was aware of the cure, the drop of life, and said he'd divulge its location if you can become grand champion. How did he learn all this? Where does he get his information? I've never met the man, so it's a complete mystery to me. That's why I wanted to gather everyone in order to form a better picture of who we're dealing with. Hello, my dears. You let ourselves in through the back. You never know who's watching after all. Hey, what's the occasion? Having a retirement party or something? Sorry, hon. But I haven't met the president in the flesh either. He only called me a few times to give instructions. And it wasn't him, but Metu who came to recruit me at one of my performances. While he recruited me and Hector in person, all contact afterwards was by a communicator. He'd speak solely about business, never private matters. Same with me. Same with me, I'm afraid. Dancing Green, on the other hand, is well acquainted with the man. After a fashion, the geezer has an eye for the theatrical. As a performer myself, we quickly hit it off, and often had debates about the best way to engage the audience. While I believe the key is making folks feel good, he insists that they need to feel a measure of discomfort. That's the job of a heel. Just when the loathsome are laid low to the audience, and knows the highest high, and the fighters burn brightest, you'd always say. That sort of poetic justice has appeal, I'll admit. For proof, you need look no further than the frenetic crowds at the Brute Bombers matches. Whatever else the president may be, he has a dang good showsman. Right. President's personal life. All I know is he traces his ancestry to Limblum. Limblum? That's where the stimulant for the regeneration factor was apparently researched. Oh, what do you know? Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to hear more about his past. Last time I saw the old man was 3 years ago. Years ago. It'll be around when Metro approached Honey. I wonder if something happened to the president that kept her from appearing in public. With the limited knowledge we have, we can only speculate. It's even between all of us. We hardly know anything about the president. Our play remains Hiroto becoming Grand Champion. Only then will the President share the cure's whereabouts. And if he goes back on his word, we can threaten to reveal the truth about the Immortalized to the public. If all else fails, then we do have that hand. But if we're to use it, we must first rescue Eutrope and the Uni. So as to not endanger them, the plan will need to be discreet and foolproof. I could use everyone's help. Can I count on you all? I'm offended you thought you had to ask. Of course you can count on us. We'll save Yana sisters and give that rotten president a piece of our minds. I got along with the old man well enough, but I had no idea about his shenanigans. Art and entertainment shouldn't come at the cost of those who make it. Ain't that right, Sugar? Thank you all so much. With everyone's cooperation, I'll work to free my sisters, while Kirota continues his campaign to become Grand Champion. Goes without saying, but I'll continue supporting you as your second. Together we'll carve a path to the heavyweight division. Seems we all have our tasks. The rest of us will begin exploring ways to rescue the girls at once. So there's about to be an Arcadian broadcast. It's a regular program intended for fans, so it might not help much with your preparation. Couldn't hurt to give it a watch. Fans of the fight and connoisseurs of combat, I bid you welcome to another edition of the Arcadian Hour. For today's special guest, we have the heavyweight fighter who shall soon face the unchanced upstart Kirota, the unenhanced upstart Kirota in the ring. The devilishly divine dominatrix, Vamp Fatale. As indicated by his appellation, Kirota has climbed his way up the ranks without the use of a feral soul. Should this upstart rise to become Grand Champion, they will be able to do as they please with the Arcadian's soul repository. And it seems they intend to release all the souls. This would fundamentally alter the Arcadian, leaving it a championship of unenhanced fighters. What are your thoughts on this? Don't make me laugh. The upstart would only bore us to death. Our fans crave spectacular battles that will blow them away. You simply can't get that without feral souls. So saith the lady. What do you, the people, actually think? We hit the streets to find out. A fight without feral souls? It's even the point, man. It's the Arcadian we're talking about. So I can't watch a muscular woman imbue with a beast soul squeeze the life out of her enemies like she's making juice. I'm not interested. Unenhanced warrior. It's the novelty, I reckon. There to drum up excitement for the championship. It's interesting approach, I'll admit. I just got old. Everyone's had enough of it. I don't know what I have. Frankly, I despise the upstart. He forced the Howard Blade to retire with that outrageous wager, for one thing. You don't need some outsider barging in and running roughshod over our traditions. Leave the Arcadian alone, you hear me? Leave the Arcadian alone. Wait. We need to do this. Leave the Arcadian alone! Please tell me someone got the reference. See? No one wants his pathetic excuse for entertainment. Huh. That's all. There should have been some interviews for supporting Kenoto as well. Perhaps not. You're next, darling. You've been a naughty, naughty boy. And I'm going to give you the punishment you deserve. Clearly only show the interviews that serve the president's agenda. It's almost like it's politics. I'm sorry you had to see that, Kirota. You have plenty of supporters out there. That's the honest truth. Forgive our sudden intrusion, but after the broadcast just now, we simply couldn't sit still. You're my hero, mister. I'll keep cheering you on, so please don't give up. There are many of us who feel the same. We believe in you. We wanted you to know that. I get nervous when I watch you fight, but at the same time, I'm inspired. Given courage. I don't get that from fighters who use feral souls. That's right. But don't forget, souls weren't even used in the Arcadian in the beginning. I bet the other fighters can also put on a thrilling show without enhancing themselves. Battles with feral souls are a spectacle, there's no denying that. But by the same token, it feels artificial. Your fights, on the other hand, are as real as it gets, and it fires me up like nothing else. So keep your head held high, and keep fighting the good fight in the heavyweight division. Spectaculars! Please, let me join your gym. I want to become a fighter, just like Kirota. No, we'd be glad to have such an enthusiastic trainee. I must warn you though, that the training isn't easy. Why don't you come back with your parents for a tour first? See? You have quite the following. You could probably be a Twitch streamer. Even if there aren't any more feral souls, it doesn't spell the end of the Arcadian. Many people admire and support you, and it's for them as well that you fight. Once I'm cured, I'd love to come back out of retirement and fight unenhanced myself. I believe the others feel the same. So that's south. Alright, we'll be there. This is it, Kirota. Heavyweight matches are beginning. Betham's asked us to meet him at the green room, as usual. That's smart though. Oh, come on. Let me get those extra vitamins before I forget. Yeah, I need to mount this super quick before I forget. Not to do it before I finish my tea. So I'm gonna walk it. So, I'm going the wrong way. So this way, we will absolutely finish the major stuff with this patch tomorrow. And probably do it early too. So we'll need to figure out what we're gonna do with the time that we have left. Because it could take most of the stream, could take an hour. soon. I'd be curious though. Were these billboards up the first time? The GPU's not working very hard. We should change it. At very least, we have some good music. Wait, was this the fans from earlier? Actually, chat, just noticing the time. Give me I'm gonna play some more ads. Sure, not ads, clips. More ads. Don't be really too. Play some more clips so I can finish my tea really quick. Cause I didn't keep track of the time properly. So it should be the last time. Give me a few minutes. And then hopefully we can get a solid hour in. Yeah, for the end of the stream. Actually, I will run some ads. So, folks don't get a pre-roll for the last hour. So, be right back. Just give me a minute. This, Lord willing, should be the last time. That's it. Sorry for all of the delays. Right back. Did I throw this away? This random desert yellow dye that just somehow ended up in my inventory? Did I throw it away? Hmm? It actually. Hold on. Entrance to the bridge that gets me there. Okay. Why am I constantly getting lost in this game? Oh, ha, 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 ha. None of us expected that to go well, did we? So, I'm gonna have to start talking to her like this, because I'm a spectator. Right. And then I'm just gonna have to randomly crash and say terrible, obvious things, because I'm a professional trader. We haven't heard much of that meme in a while. Yeah, we have Mr. Pib around here. That one's also really good. And I haven't seen Mr. Pib in like years. Must have just been missing it. That's why they handed me the save point. If you didn't know, that's Turok.
Come on, let's go.
And then as soon as we get out, he explodes. Right, and then Joel just floated up to the sky. He was loving the positivity. I don't know if y'all saw that. I mean, Joel is like... Swing! 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 Alexa, stop. Peace. All day, son. All day. Give the T to Slash. Dinger. I just gave you your opportunity. That's my day! Somebody appears in front of me, I shoot them, they don't die, or I miss. And then they shoot me, and like, in much fewer bullets than the ones that I shot them, and then I die. And then I'm like, I'm dead.
Get good, scrub.
You know, experts with. Indeed. I almost just reflexively vomit.
You heathen!
Stay away from the summoner! You're a bad man!
I hit him.
Yeah, he's knocked. That's the second guy. Well, there's a guy between us.
Yeah,
He's almost dead. Where are you?
I was trying to get in position. Like, where did he go?
Behind you. Left. Must be behind the fence.
Okay, this is not good. I have no idea. Over there. Oh no. Okay, that death was actually kind of worth it. You did see that, right? I just like ragdoll flipped. That was great.
At a time, leaving both them and his unfortunate audience scratching their heads like they just walked into a Zoom call with their camera on in their pajamas.
Alright, Jed. Sorry about that. We're actually doing the things now. Let's hope we can get some fast pops to at least get, you know, the first one done. Still try for dinner prep. What else did you miss? A lot of me going AFK to do medical stuff, and we started the raid tier. And give some choice words about those interviews. And we just passed Jing, but I don't know if he saw us. Good to see you again, my friends. How's you been? You've been better. What's the big idea about that broadcast? I'm sorry, but it was the president's orders. It was all I could do to drop a hint that there were other opinions. The mass retirement in the cruiserweight division has left the president feeling threatened. Whatever he may have said before, he's eager to be rid of you. On that matter, it's no use trying to convince the heavyweight fighters to quit. They've all been informed about their psychonecrosis and choose to continue fighting of their own volition. That's because they've been told that if they can defeat you, they would be able to use your soul to cure their affliction. It's a low trick. Victory is your only way through this. So what anger you have, I suggest you channel it into the ring. As you did before, I have no doubt you will make your mark in the heavyweight division as well. Okay, come on, let's at least get one fight in. Breathtaker. Just when I think I've seen it all with this president, he comes up with another underhanded move. If what Mentum says is true, we've little hope of convincing your opponents to quit. So nothing for it but to stay the course then. While you fight to become Grand Champion, we trust in the others to rescue my sisters. If we can get the drop of life's whereabouts from the president in the end, we'll be able to save everyone. So what's for supper, Cub? Right then, let's take a look at your first heavyweight opponent. Vamp Fatale, who you had the displeasure of seeing in the broadcast earlier. She's a fiendish fighter who harnesses the soul of a Desmodont, a giant bat whose power allows her to suck the life out of her opponents. Listen to this song. Her biggest claim to infamy, though, is the fact that she's a sadist. Of course she is. Inflicting pain brings her pleasure, and her ring is filled with apparatuses for that purpose. Mind your surroundings out there, or you'll become her plaything. Remember, you have plenty of fans who believe in you, so believe in yourself, and show them the strength of the unenhanced warrior. Now get out there, give Vamp Fatale what's for and claim your first heavyweight victory. Heavyweight M1. No, just one. Would have been nice if they would have, left it on. When I be aware Vamp, Fatale, and Honey are bitter rivals. They snipe at each other constantly. When they fought in an open weight bout, it was ugly. Okay. Reads. So we're going for heavyweight in 1. Dang, that was fast. Yeah, I was thinking we'd have to wait for a while.
She'll make your pulse race while freezing your blood. The voluptuous femme fatale!
You know, you're probably gonna see cosplays of her. I wouldn't be surprised in the least.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the
Killer
lovely
voice.
and lethal femme fatale!
Killer voices are alive.
Challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress.
Half moon. Okay, I can't really see. Okay, so he has the orbs in her hand. Okay, so don't let the things touch you, I guess.
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
Oh, hi.
Femme fatale, poised to execute a fatality.
You will become a stone.
Okay, so how's this gonna work? So it was a DPS check. We clearly failed. Computer, I'm dead.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal femme fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
So we're really gonna have to,
I will hear you scream.
you know, up our game with,
A wicked weapon. That Patel's poised to execute a fatality.
yes. We're really gonna have to up our game with this.
You will become a slave.
Okay? Okay. That's where we failed the first time. So we didn't split.
Oh, not fast enough, I'm afraid.
Come on.
That must have hurt. Hang in there.
We barely made that. Wait, am I lagging out? Jet? Okay, so is the stream still going? Okay. Is the stream still going though? Okay, stream is still good. Dead. Okay. No. So wait, if I close this, yes. Okay. So, how long do we wait? Is it gonna auto log me in if I just leave it here? Okay. Because I've never seen it do what it's doing right now. Okay. I hope I'm still in there. So, how about that, thing that everyone's talking about? Chad, have you heard about the controversy? Yeah, no? Yeah, the controversy, right. What? I just noticed the players in queue. That must have been a... Jeez, that must have been a huge crash. Yeah, probably a server blip. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I wonder if we'll ever actually see a, con, movie again. Mm-hmm. But like, not a, okay, so like, something different than Star Trek Into Darkness, because Star Trek Into Darkness, they made it seem like the whole time that it's not going to be a con movie. It's not going to be a con movie. It's not going to be a con movie. And then they showed Benedict Cumberbatch, and there's con. And it's like, wait, this was the Wrath of Khan modernized the whole time? Why couldn't you just like handed that to us, and then we could have been hyped from the jump? Right, so it was a conspiracy. Precisely. So, like, now don't get me wrong, I do think Benedict Cumberbatch played a pretty good con. But if we could get, I don't know, something closer to the actual Wrath of Khan setup, man, that'd be a good movie. Mm-hmm. So... part of me just kind of wants to call the stream for today. And then we do all the fights tomorrow. Because by the time that we get in the server again, get a queue, try again, it's gonna be about time for me to leave. So, thoughts? It might look better for the stream if we did it all in one go. Yeah, let's do that. So I might take a few times too. Right. Yeah, I actually think we're not gonna have time. So like I said, by the time that we get to the server, get a pop, and give it a try. Yeah, no, this isn't gonna be worth it. Let's see. So, let's call it. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If there is anybody in chat that you're not currently following, and you enjoyed spending time with us today, feel free to hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, or that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, to get notified of future streams. We spend our time hyping up Jesus as much and as often as we can. We build cool stuff with software because I'm a software engineer. And we get up to all manner of gaming shenanigans. Lord willing, I'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, for more of our 14 antics. Also, hold on, let me check this. How did OBS end up on the Discord audio track? Okay, fix that. So, yeah, let me, just a second. Also, chat, a reminder that the 11th annual Christmas stream is going to be this coming Friday, 4 p.m. Central. Giveaways every hour. Gonna be a great time. We're doing the 14 Christmas event, assuming it's up. It should be up. And probably hanging out in Star Citizen afterwards. So yeah. So if no one has told you lately, chat, you are loved. You're appreciated. You're highly valuable. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Jesus loves you. And wants a relationship with you. Seek him. Because he's already seeking you. Repent. And believe in the gospel. To repent means to recognize that you are a sinner against God and that you cannot save yourself. And then to change your mind and turn away from living life your own sinful way and turning to living life Jesus' way. And to believe means to make Jesus the Lord, the ruler, the master, and the boss of your life. The Bible says that if you do that, that the old sinful person that you are now dies. That a new person is born that belongs to Jesus. So if anybody ever has questions about that, I would love to have a conversation. You can jump in the Discord, links in the chat, or just jump in the Discord if you want a home place to hang out. Or feel free to ask questions during stream. Be happy to talk. So, till we meet again, Lord willing, tomorrow, for all the raid shenanigans. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. Peace. All day, son. All day. Have a good sleep.